Hey, it's Drew Dillon from Project Lift, and in this video, we're looking at Paul's lifts for better lifts. Now, if you're new to this channel, we specialize in the Olympic lifts. And if you're not new to this channel or the Olympic lifts, I want to encourage you to check out our free guide, How to Improve Your Olympic Lifts Now. For those of you who are new, it's a great starting point. And for those of you who have been around, it'll definitely give you something that you can focus on in training today. Now, once this video helps you, make sure you smash that like button, share it forward with a friend, pay it forward, guys, and subscribe because new videos are coming each week. All right, when we look at Paul's lifts, any variety of them, I want to start off the conversation with cognitive awareness is one of the biggest benefits that we get out of adding in Paul's movements into our training. What I mean by cognitive awareness is, I'm going to use a snatch for example. Say we do a Paul snatch, and I want you to pause for 2 to 3 seconds above the knee before you finish the lift. So when you push from the floor and you pause at that above the knee position, cognitively, you're going to be able to tune in and feel where you are in space. You're going to be able to feel your weight balance. You're going to be able to feel what muscles are on as you're holding the bar. You're going to feel all of that in a way that you hadn't felt when you just do the snatch without a pause. Now, this cognitive awareness brings up a lot of information for us, especially if we are familiar with our cues and everything else we're doing, that we can go, oh, okay, my weight needs to be here. We start to adjust and we start to find our positions as then we complete the lift. All that happens in that 2 to 3 second realm. And that takes me into my second part. The second part I want to talk about is nervous system awareness. And it's really interlinked with cognitive awareness. But as we pause and from the first section I talked about with cognitive, we start to tune in, our nervous system starts to adapt. Our nervous system starts to realize what positions we can be in, starts to realize where our weight balance can be, and that starts to adapt and help support us in those positions for when we go back to the full movement. Because here's the kicker. If we're using the snatch as an example, when we pause above the knee and we get all that information and all that, and we start to tune things in, that's great. But when it's time to go, when it's time to do a snatch, when it's time to take a snatch to a competition, when it's time to take a snatch to max effort, we are not able to think. We're not able to use the cognitive portion. That's where the nervous system side comes in. And if that nervous system adaptations happened through use of Paul's variations in really good ways, now we're able to flow through the lift without thinking, and that's exactly what we need to do. And finally, I want to talk about the magic of time under tension. Time under tension is like fertilizer for strength. What it does is it allows us to tear up more muscle fibers at lighter loads through the use of this movement. So we're getting this cognitive awareness, we're getting this nervous system awareness, and now we're getting this time under tension where we're holding at that above the knee position in my snatch example. And now because we're holding there for 2 to 3 seconds, there's more strain on the muscle. We don't need to use as heavy a load if we weren't doing the pause to get this type of strain on the muscle, which means now we get more of a surge of strength growth, of response from that nervous system from a strength standpoint to help us strengthen in these positions. And that is why Paul's lifts for better lifts, we love them. Try adding it into your programming. If you have questions about how to add it in, comment below. Would love to give you some support to try these out, what lifts you can do it with, all of that. Hit it in the comments, guys. We'd love to give you some support. And until next week.